Good morning, guys. Thank you for tuning in for another video in Traveletical. Today we're gonna do something different. I thought of posting a review about my Activa 125 BS6 model, and wanted to tell you about how the things are and what's my personal experience on touring on this machine. So first of all, this I bought around 6 months back, and it costed me around 1 lakh. So I exchanged my old bike and I took this one. And talking about the specifications, it's powered by the 125cc air cooled engine, which is BS6 compliant as well. And it's a smooth performer, so there's no vibrations or anything, and it can maintain decent speeds on the highway. But obviously, if you ask about the question that is it suitable for touring or not, well, Activas and majorly other scooters are made for commuting, and so with certain modifications or changes they can be made for touring as well. So yeah, we'll just go to the features in short, what all are there, what all little changes that I've done in my scooter, and what I'll be doing for a smoother touring during my travel vlogs as well. Talking about the performance of the headlight, these are LEDs, and pretty much they do the job, but the main issue is that at night the beam, the throw of the beam is strictly straight, so it's kind of not useful. It's fine, the performance is fine, but I think I'll be putting some fog lights on, help me during my night travel as well. I really love the DRLs, which the styling of the DRLs which have been given here. It makes really a different kind of a scooter, like a premium scooter it looks like. Good touch there. And these are LED DRLs as well. Indicators, halogen bulbs, I will be changing them to LEDs. Then talking about braking on this, so mine is a top variant, and this is a 12-inch wheel. And talking about the brakes, it's disc brake, which the disc and the drum variant which is there, and with the black alloy wheels. The stickering which I've done, it's not from stock, I've done it outside, and the reflectors come as standard. And I've also used 3M stickers for a reflective purpose on both sides, and some at the back as well. I got it from Amazon, these 3M stickers. I'll post the link in the description about how it is. And apart from that, talking about the handle next, pretty comfortable handle. These grips also are aftermarket, which I got from a store nearby. I think it was for around 50 or 60 rupees. Also these lever grips as well, for 50 rupees or so from an offline store. Pretty much comfortable there. The riding posture is pretty much upright, and nothing much to talk about on that. Mirrors as standard, nothing changed on that, except I put these these blind spot mirrors which are there. So these are pretty useful for during highway touring and all. And talking about the digital console which is there, it's a mix of both. That's digital and analog console. So this is the speedometer which is there, the button for changing different menus. So this currently shows the time, the range of the petrol which I've put it for, the servicing indicator. So this vehicle I've done 2 times servicing. Now the 3rd servicing is pending now, after which I'll be doing the modifications as well. So talking about the other menus which are there, this is the total trip which I've done. It's around 6,099. The trip meter, that is. The live average fuel economy, the average fuel economy, and back to the range. Talking about the switch gears which are there, the high beam and low beam switch, the pretty good quality, and also the pass for it. Standard indicators, the horn, simple horn. This is the idling start stop system which comes in the new Activa, in all Activas I think, and basically it does is that it automatically switches off the scooter when you're on a traffic signal, and you can just use the accelerator to start it again. So this is the power key and the ignition key. Talking about, this is a small luggage box which is there, nothing much in that. You can store whatever little things you want, but it's not locked, so that's one thing. Talking about the keyhole, it is pretty much the standard one, which is the handle lock, the fuel seat one, and the ignition where the fuel and seat lever is given. So that's about the console of it. These are also standard mats which I've put, nothing new on that. And obviously the protection kit, the guard kit I have taken from the company. Talking about the seat, actually when I got it, the seat was not that comfortable with the stock cover which was there. So I decided to put a net cover on it. So two reasons were for this. The first reason was that in my building a lot of cats are there, so they tend to tear up the seats on the stock cover. So that was one reason, and secondly, this net seat is pretty much useful on long tours as well. Keeps your lower back very cool, and also it sort of gives you a more comfortable ride. So I would definitely recommend putting this on your scooter. I think this was around 200 or 250 bucks. This I got it from a shop as well. Yeah, so that's about the seat. I'll talk about the the underseat storage one. I'll just keep the helmet here. Now, as I told you, the switch is from here. Pretty much the switch is here. You can just open it. Okay. And this is the standard seat storage which is there. Pretty decent. You can put a helmet on this. Nothing much. I got this mobile holders as a standard one, but I'm going to buy a new one because this often bounces up a lot when you're on bad roads as well. Some chrome stripes here, the guard kit on the other side as well. Talking about the pillion comfort on this, it's fine. These the leg supports which are there, these are not that great. I mean, they are too high for a tall person. For a short person it will be fine, but these are pretty uncomfortable, what my pillion experience was. But these are pretty useful, so this can be used for the pillion as well, for a more comfortable ride. But for long distance I wouldn't recommend on this because the back pain is pretty intense on this for the pillion. Oh, one thing I forgot to talk about is regarding the side stand. So regarding the side stand, it has an auto cutoff, engine cutoff which is there. So that's a pretty useful and safe feature which is given. Talking about the tail section, the fuel cap which is there, which can be accessed from the ignition switch as well. These indicators, these are halogen indicators, as well as the brake light is also halogen. We'll be planning to put all LEDs on this, and yeah, this is how it looks from behind. I really love the color of this. My favorite color actually this is, so it's pretty good. And yeah, as I told about the reflectors which I put here, so that's one. Also I put some reflectors on my, this is the standard helmet which I got another Vega helmet which is there. I put on those as well, so another safety feature which is there. So that's pretty much it. I think talking about the average I got, I used to get on highways around 51 to 52 kmpl, not it's fine. It's the company claims around 55 to 60, but realistically I think you should get around 50. But some people have reported lower mileage as well, so I'm not sure about that, but my experience is around 50. And one last thing, we didn't talk about the suspension. For city commuting, the suspension is quite comfortable. It's on the softer side, I feel. But if you're planning to go some sort of off-roading or any bad roads or bad patches, this is gonna hit really hard, because it's the comfort is fine, as in it bounces up a lot on highways as well if you come through a rough patch as well. So that's regarding the suspension. And I'll just start her up and just give you a sound about the exhaust note as well. The silent startup, this is. That coiling sound which was there in earlier Activas, that's not there here. Pretty much silent. And it also feels like an electric scooter as well. So very silent on the highways, which makes it more even difficult for touring as well, because the person is not aware if you're there or not behind. So yeah, this I'll be servicing, as I told that I'll be going up with the third servicing on this. After that I'll be doing the modifications, because the servicing warranty will get void. That's why I didn't want to do it right away. So after that, then I'll be doing my modification. I'll just give a glimpse of what I'll be doing. I would be installing a top box, which is necessary for me. As I told, fog lights. I'll place it here somewhere or at the bottom. Apart from that, I'll also put a hazard flasher. I need a hazard flasher on this. And it would be mostly from FlashX, which does not require an extra switch for it to operate. I'll be posting a different video on the modifications and also how the installation process and all goes. Then I'll also put these the lever guards which are there, not the plastic ones, the metal ones which are there. I don't want lights here, but I'll just put these lever guards here. Yeah. And also one more thing is I'll be putting at the end like these bar end, not bar end, you call these strobe lights which are there. That also I'll be putting. So that's pretty much the changes I might be doing, and maybe later on I'll be updating this more. So stay tuned on this. Thank you again guys for tuning into this video. Thank you for all the support that you've given me. Stay tuned for the modifications video that I'll be posting soon, and also some couple of rides that are planned as well. So we'll keep you updated on that. Thank you again guys. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video.